Hey, Lynn.
Don't do it.
Be careful.
Don't do it.
Don't drop the soap.
Stop.
Don't drop the soap.
When was the last time that you were in a men's locker room?
Last time I went to the gym, so that would be about a year or two ago.
Really?
Yeah, it's been a while.
So, I had.
Yep.
This was a minute ago. It was probably like maybe a month and some change ago. Everybody knows, and most guys know, there's that forbidden thing where you're walking through the locker room and you got a bunch of naked dudes walking around, and it's just like you learn the anatomy of, all right, getting out of that uncomfortable situation of being around someone that's naked that isn't you. Yeah, so you just don't make eye contact. You know someone's walking around, you're like, whoop, I'm not going to make eye contact. I'm just going to start walking my way. But then you get the old guys that just are comfortable having conversations.
Yeah, and they'll talk.
Fully naked. So I'm getting out of the sauna, I think is what it was, and I go sit with my back facing. And mind you, I never have my back facing.
Right.
But that's just, I had to go into the locker room. And there's two guys standing behind me, and I can hear the conversation. I'm sitting down, I'm trying to dry off, and I'm like, okay, I want to change, but I'm not going to just get naked in front of these two guys.
Right.
So I go to turn, and I see them talking, and I don't know, we're going to say one guy's name's Bob, and the other one's name is Wade.
Okay.
So Bob's talking to Wade, and they're having a conversation, and Wade's like, yeah, man, I really, really want to go check out this place on Front, and he pauses, and Bob's like, yeah, no, man, keep telling me about it. And as you look at Bob, Bob's slowly pulling his pants down, and Wade's looking at him like, what are you doing, man? And he goes, I'm just changing. Let's just keep talking. He goes, so Wade stops him, and he's like, I can't keep talking while you're taking your pants off, bro. And I hear it, and I'm closing my eyes like, I don't want to have to turn. I hear this man's bare ass slap on the table, and he's sitting there, and he goes,
disgusting.
He's trying to talk. Bob's trying to talk Wade through the transition of him taking his clothes off, telling him it's not gay as long as you don't break eye contact. And Wade's like, I don't know where to look. He goes, just look at me, keep looking at me, and we're done. And slowly puts his pants back on. He goes, see, now wasn't that hard? He goes, so where's the place that you wanted to check out, Wade? And Wade's like, I don't know anymore. And he just walked out. It was like, it almost felt like a sitcom. The entire time I have my back to them while they're doing this, and I'm just like, I don't know if it was staged. I don't know if it was
happened
a thing.
though, dude. If you go to any type of, especially you go to the gym, you go to the men's locker room. Me and Lynn have both seen it. We've walked in on it happening. Walked in separately. It's just like he said, you see the buff guys who are like, I'm too sexy for this shower, too sexy for, and they'll just walk around with their junk all dangling in the wind. And then you have the super old dudes who almost had a body, but you're just too old to get there, and they're just walking around with all
they're
all
having
their
a full ass conversation.
So it's like you walk in, and it's kind of funny because it's like a TV show every time you walk in there. Random ass conversation,
sitcom.
There's a bunch of naked dudes walking around talking to each other. There's always that one cat who's in the mirror posing to himself.
Yeah, like, they'll do the bodybuilding ones. I don't mind those. I don't mind when it's just like shirt off and stuff like that.
But when you're naked,
it's there'll be guys like, you're going to go dry your hands and wash your hands, and there'll be a guy completely naked standing at the sink, shaving their face, like they're at home.
Why are you doing that?
Like they're at home.
That's disgusting.
And they'll try to have a conversation like, oh, how was your workout? And I'm like, I don't want to talk to you.
They'll come straight out of the sauna, go over to the urinal and take a piss. I'm like, bro, I don't want your heat.
You're not.
I don't want your wee heat.
You're not.
Coming over into my stall.
It's kind of like Attack on Titan where all the steam is just coming off of their body.
I don't want you touching me, even if you're. No, that's weird. There's a certain etiquette.
Well, no, sorry. I'm sorry. One of my headset. I remember. One of my buddies that I used to train with, Steven, he always told me, he goes, you never put anything bare on. You never put anything bare like that you're gonna eat or touch on the marble, because they sit there, right?
Yes.
And I, back then when I was young, I was like, I don't understand why. And he goes, just watch. And sure enough, at the same time, it was perfectly planned. This guy had his headset. He put down one of the earbuds on one side, had the other one off on the side in a case.
Oh no!
Took his pants off, and he sat bare ass on there because some people do.
Of course.
He sat down, picked his body back up, and his headset was gone. And you could see in our peripheral him looking around, trying to figure out where the headset was. It literally got stuck in between his cheeks, and he couldn't figure out. So
That's
he
like
started.
The Joker. He's like, you want to see a trick?
He started looking around trying to find it, bent over, and it just popped out because his cheeks spread
disgusting.
and then hit the ground. He didn't even clean up. He rubbed it on his shirt and then put it, or on his pants and put it back in the case.
Look,
I'm like,
this conversation was supposed to go a different
I'm
direction.
sorry,
but
that
since
just-
we're here,
I was thinking
men
about
are
these scenarios.
disgusting.
Yeah, they are.
I have to be honest.
We're
We
creatures
are
in,
nasty.
we're creatures in our own.
We're
Just-
nasty as hell. Because like Lynn's seen it too. Obviously, you just mentioned it. I refuse to put my bare ass on anything in the gym. Anything. I didn't even want to go into the sauna bare ass. I'll still wear shorts. That's just. I don't want to get your booty juice in my booty juice. That's nasty.
I don't even know.
I don't want your ball sweat just chilling there while I gotta sit down and I'm listening to System of a Down and
That just sounds like an angry session.
it's so weird. But it's more one of those things because as a dude we have like established kind of barriers for dudes. It's like, hey, bro, you know, you make eye contact, you might give a heads up, you might give a handshake.
You might give a heads up.
You might give
like,
a
hey, man,
that
nice.
nod.
What is it?
Nice
Mark,
call.
yeah, Markiplier.
Nice call.
Nice call.
You know, you're walking, you shake his wiener, and you're just
Oh
like, hey,
my God.
you're hanging
No,
pretty good today.
That's
not what we do.
Too much.
That's not what we do.
Too
But it's
much.
just funny when you see other people kind of breaking etiquette, and then
It
everybody around
shows
starts acting
the
funny.
difference between just people that are comfortable based off of their age, and then people that are like the youngers versus olders. It's mostly all older cats.
So, have you dropped the soap
No,
before
no,
at the gym?
no.
Have you ever? Are you
No.
sure?
I rinse off and then I'm out. I don't even use soap because I come home and I shower like a normal fucking
yeah, see,
person.
that's me.
It's people who feel like they can do things out in public, like they're in the comfort of their own home.
I'd rather stink in my car.
Even when there's people like at work, like if I'm doing defensive tactics, and you
Right.
get some of the students like they've already graduated or they've already passed their test and they're
Yeah.
just milking the clock at the end and they're like laying on the floor.
Right.
And I'm like, hey,
Ew.
I'll kick them in their leg. Like, hey, you're not at home.
Disgusting.
Sit the
Right.
fuck up.
That's disgusting.
Sit the fuck up. At least sit in a chair. You're not.
People's shoes have been on that
Yes.
floor.
It's dirty.
No, dude, no. So, you know, stay clean.
Stay
Keep up
clean.
the good etiquette.
I'm good.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm D.
This is Lynn.
If you haven't already, we're Project Airwaves. Please feel free to check us out on any and all platforms. We just started a TikTok over there and check out our videos.
My money
We're
don't
on
jiggle,
Facebook.
jiggle.
We're on
It
YouTube.
folds.
We're on
I like to see
Patreon.
you
We're on
wiggle,
Spotify.
wiggle. For
We're on
sure.
all these other stuffs. Go look for us. We're Project Airwaves. Keep your head in the clouds.
Keep your feet on the ground, always moving
We
forward.
love you guys. You did so good.
Bye.
We'll see you next episode.
Have a beautiful time.